First, the origins of this can really be traced back to, obviously, September 11th. And from September 11th, two things happened, specifically related to the tribunals. The first, the authorization for use of military force on September 18, 2001. Joint resolution by Congress, passed by Congress, that allowed the president to use all necessary action, and we'll get into the specific text of that in a second. But that's the first one. The second is the President's Military Order of November 13, 2001. Now, the two of these really form the basis for the tribunals that the President then instituted. First, we're going to talk about the authorization for use of military force. This is the relevant language that the President is cited to as a basis, or part of the basis, that he asserts for establishing the military tribunals. The President's authorized to use all necessary and appropriate force against those nations, organizations, or persons he determines planned, authorized, committed, or aided the terrorist attacks that occurred on September 11, 2001. This is the first basis that they cite to, aside from the President's power, for the establishment of the tribunals. The second is the military order. This was passed by the President, or this wasn't passed by the President, this was enacted by the President shortly after the authorization for use of military force. This sets up the guidelines for the tribunals. Section 4A is the first relevant section we'll look at. It says, any individual subject to this order shall, when tried, be tried by military commission for any and all offenses triable by military commission that such individual is alleged to have committed, and may be punished in accordance with the penalties provided under applicable law, including life imprisonment or death. The second portion that was very relevant to our case: with respect to any individual subject to this order, the individual shall not be privileged to seek any remedy or maintain any proceeding directly or indirectly, or to have any such remedy or proceeding sought on the individual's behalf in any court of the United States or state thereof. A couple quick notes on this. The military order essentially piggybacks on the authorization for use of military force. In it, the President cites to two bases for his authority to establish the tribunals and set forth these these promulgations of these rules. Basically, it's his position as Commander-in-Chief, which we'll talk about later, and then the authorization for military force. Those two are the basic elements that provide the authority, according to the administration, for enacting tribunals and for moving forward and trying people like Mr. Hamdan.